Okay, this one is a video regarding suppliers. Now, anybody that tells you restoring a car is easy, you just got to buy the parts, fit them, take your car to a body shop, do this, do that, do the other, they're lying. Now, I'm going to mention a number of suppliers that I use, and I will say I am pretty much happy with them. So let's start first of all with some supplying issues, I guess, and parts not fitting as they should. And I use a number of different suppliers, but mainly for my parts I use SNG Barrett. Now, they are pretty good, their prices are fair. Because I'm a member of the Jaguar Enthusiast Club, I get a good deal. Sometimes the parts they supply are not up to spec, or they've changed it in such a way that it doesn't fit and you have to modify it. That is fucking annoying. I'm sorry, it's annoying. And unless you complain to them, nothing will be done about it. And even if you complain, maybe nothing will be done. Now, don't get me wrong, I'm very happy with SNG Barrett. I used to use XK's Unlimited, but since they were taken over by Boss, their quality has gone downhill, their service has gone downhill, and I really try not to use them, in all honesty, which is a great shame because I have a good relationship with the sales guy there. So let's move on to my next supplier. I have purchased a transmission for my Mark II, going from my original Moss box with an overdrive to a 5-speed Tremec box. So they sent me the box, and my brother and I fitted it and put it in the car. And we had to do some chopping and changing of the transmission tunnel, which is not complete yet by any stretch of the imagination. There's things to be done there. But I going backwards and forwards with them and saying, guys, I can't see how to mount this bloody thing. It doesn't seem right. And I sent them various photographs. Jesus, I can't. What's their full name? American Auto Trans, something like that. I'll put some links in the video at the bottom for the companies I use, so that you can check them out and see what you think. Anyway, so when I sent them the photographs, they went, "Oh, Gary, I'm terribly sorry. That casing should have been machined, and it wasn't. It shouldn't look a bit like that. It should be totally different." Ah, shit. Okay, so what do we do about it? They said, look, we'll send you a box to return the gearbox to us, and we will sort it out. So, okay, all right, well, it's not like the car has to be on the road tomorrow, so not a big deal, but just inconvenience, to say the least. However, they've come up trumps and said, yeah, we'll fix it for you, Gary. I sent the gearbox back to them approximately 3 weeks ago. And I've been going backwards and forwards with the guys there in the technical side, saying, about the mounts and this and that and the other. And I said, okay, so, you got the gearbox, when can I have it back? And they said, we haven't got your gearbox, Gary. I said, hang on a minute, I sent it, you sent me the label, I packed it up, and I shipped it off back to you. I even had FedEx come and pick it up at my house. Yeah, we've been checking with FedEx, it's in Phoenix. The company is in Tennessee. I said, well, hang on a minute, why is it in Phoenix? Oh, well, they just didn't ship it to us. Now, that's not the company's fault. That's FedEx fucking up. Totally. And on a side note from that, I ordered a part, a gauge that I wanted, and it was actually from India. Fuck, this is going to take forever. It took 4 days to get it to me. 4 days. 4 days from India to America. Whereas FedEx can't ship a package from Arizona to Tennessee in 3 weeks. Yeah, a supplier issue? No. It's the idiots that work at FedEx. Just, I don't know. I give up. I don't know. So, as you've been following my videos, you're well aware that there was an issue with the body. A couple of items that needed rectifying. And I contacted the company, which is Santan Hot Rods. And after a few back and forths and some photographs, the guy there, Corey, very nice guy, turns around and said, "Oh shit, we'll sort it out, Gary. Terribly sorry." So, my car is now back in the body shop being sorted out. This is all part and parcel of a restoration process, remember. Now I've got other parts that I ordered, and I don't know whether they're going to fit or not, and nothing to do with the hot rod shop. Next thing, the interior. I researched and found a company in California called BAS Interiors. Great, they sound good. The guy there was very friendly, very helpful. And my brother and I are both doing work on Jaguars. He is doing the RE type and I'm doing the Mark II. And so we decided we'd take a trip out there, see the company, see their stuff. And they gave us a guided tour. It was really rather nice. And we enjoyed ourselves. We had a few days out in California, and that was great. And I've been texting the guy to find out what's the stage of my interior. Now, I do appreciate that he's a busy man, you know, he's running a business, but a little, you know, customer service would be nice, and, you know, a couple of photographs, you know, nothing dramatic, just, you know, a few photographs. He did spend a long time on the video chat with me one day, and gave me a tour of the factory, which I thought was extremely nice of him and most enjoyable. But, you know, I'm waiting for my interior, and I'm not getting a response. And I must admit, I did send a rather curt text to him, and I guess I touched a nerve somehow, and it upset him. And now there is an issue with my interior, shall we say. Not that it's not being made, I believe it is still being made, but well, I won't go into the details unless it's not resolved to my satisfaction, and then I'll give you an update in one of my other videos. But that's BAS Interiors in Palm Springs, California. I cannot fault the quality of the products they're doing. They look rather nice from what I've seen, but there is an issue, and I'm hoping it is going to be resolved. We will see. So that's really all I want to do today, is just give you guys an update on what's happening with the Mark II Jaguar. It's not going to be finished anytime soon. And on the side, going back to BAS again, I purchased a rubber kit from them. Absolutely brilliant. Everything nicely labelled and perfect. You know, this goes here, this goes there, that goes here, that goes there, this is this seal, that's that seal. So, you know, I'm very pleased with them, but let's hope we get through this issue, shall we say. Right, sorry, I digress back again because the brain cell popped and it came into my head. What's next? Well, car back from body shop, transmission back from transmission company, interior problem resolved, buying more parts from S&G Barrett, that hopefully will do what I need. And should you ever need parts for your Jaguar, classic Jaguar, actually probably others as well, Frank is the good guy out at S&G Barrett. If you live here in Arizona, and there's probably not many of you do, Santan Hot Rods, great place. Speak to Corey. Unfortunately, I don't know the names of the guys at Auto Train apart from the technical people, but I believe the sales guy is Matthew. Again, real nice guy. Yeah, it was Matthew was the sales guy. Gary and Robert are the technical support guys, you know, so when you have an issue, they're good. And to BAS Interiors, Tony is the guy to speak to. Unfortunately, they're not people that like to take calls for some reason. I don't know why. Hopefully that will be resolved soon, and we can move forward without any further delay, shall we say. I am told that my interior should be ready next week, so fingers crossed everything is all going to arrive at once, and I'll have so much to do I won't know which way is Tuesday. All right, hope you enjoyed this little informative video, and I will give you an update as soon as I have it on all of the things that I am now waiting for. Wish me luck.